Hey guys, welcome back to today's video. If you don't know me, my name is Duhamel Bentley, and today, girl, my hands are tied behind my back, even though they're in front of them. It's a saying, trust me. Before we start, did you subscribe to the channel, girl? If you have not subscribed to the channel, please join the family. Doofy Army is building slowly, a little bit rapidly, or every single day, but surely. And girl, hit the thumbs up. It helps us immensely. Hit the notification bell so you don't miss any of the craziness. And before you go like, what the hell are we doing today? It's girl, TikTok made me do this. So, if you don't know TikTok, girl, I'm not like a super TikToker, like I don't know it like that, but it's like this really fun application that has like short videos and it's just super entertaining. Like honestly, it's like one of those that just keeps you going. Before you know it, it's 5 in the morning and you're like, oh, it was like 11 p.m. just like 2 minutes ago. It's just really fun. And of course, makeup is a huge part of that community. And girl, it all started with the Infallible, which we will be talking about today. We will be finishing our skin with the 24-hour fresh wear Infallible L'Oreal Paris, girl. And then after that, everything kind of crumbled for Infallible. It was so hard to get. Literally, we went to Target over Target over Target. It was sold out everywhere. Girl, we finally found it, thank God. And I've been putting it to the test because you know I don't want to come up in here and tell you, girl, I don't trust nobody but my experience. You know what I'm saying? So that all crumbled. Then what's a brand? KVD. KVD came out with this Good Apple. Everybody went crazy. Like, I don't know what happened, but everybody went crazy. Like, crazy. Like, they sold it out every single where. Ulta, online, Sephora, online, like everywhere was sold out. They only had like 1 or 2 shades left out of my range. And I mean, after everybody bought it, it died down a little bit and they started saying like, oh my God, it's breaking down. It's not looking boom, boom, boom. Yum, yum, yum. All right, cool. So then, of course, we got to look for the next best thing. The rat race. You know how it goes, right? So they went with Milani. They were like, oh, Milani. I feel like Milani would have been more of like a good competition or a replacement for the Infallible 24-hour. But I don't know what happened with the Good Apple. Cute packaging, that's for sure. But I don't know what happened with the Good Apple that everybody's just stuck on that mother, right? So they're like, no, this is just more matte and it's not as covering. Boom, boom, boom. It is more long lasting. Girl, the mess is real. So now there's a baby born from Good Apple and Milani. And that girl is the Covergirl plus Olay Simply Ageless Foundation plus titanium dioxide sunscreen plus hyaluronic acid and vitamin C complex. Ooh, girl. So let's talk a little bit about this. I personally have not tried CoverGirl. I remember when this line first came out, I think Ellen DeGeneres and Sofia Vergara were kind of like the faces for it. It was just a lot of fun. I personally love the way this looks. It's so cute. Just a lot of fun. I haven't tried it. I know I've tried Olay before, but I really haven't tried much of CoverGirl. CoverGirl. Well, that's true. That's so true. We did a video, which if I find, I'll link down below, and it was about CoverGirl. What was the matte? Super matte? Yes. And we did a little commercial. I need a brush for this. Hold on. And the commercial goes like, girl, are you covered? Because CoverGirl's got you covered. Girl! CoverGirl, if you're not subscribed to the channel, subscribe to the channel, honey. And if you want to talk some business.
Are you covered? Because CoverGirl's got you?
I don't know if she's got me covered, but today we're going to find out because this is the sequel of this craziness.
Girl, are you covered? Because CoverGirl's got you covered. Whether you like a matte or dewy finish, stick around. This video's got some serious coverage.
When you first open it, I will say this. You know if it's been tempered with because of this sticker, you know, you just kind of like, no, thank God. Because that's one of the things that I don't love about buying in drugstore. You just don't know if people are swatching, using, trying, because it's so hard. Unfortunately, it's so true. It's just so hard to know if this is the right match. There is foundation.com, and that really helps a lot of the times. My best piece of advice is add more than one so you can find, your true match. But girl, the one that I had available wasn't available. So I went with the next best thing, and it's just so beautiful, but I don't know if this is gonna work. So let's cross our fingers, let's rip our lashes out, the false ones, not the real ones, and let's try. So going in, we have this little compartment here that comes with, oh girl, a little sponge here. I don't know how I feel about this. I'm not the biggest fan of sponges. To be honest with you, every time I look at a sponge like this, I remember when my aunt was getting married, and it's literally one of the only weddings I've been in. I was the ring bearer. Is that what you call it? I don't know, but I was a ring bearer, and I if that's not it, I christened it as that. And she was crying, pulling it out from her like booberonas, and she was like, yes, girl, I can act. The Oscar goes to me, I know. But she was living her life, crying. It was such a fun experience. I remember I did not eat the cake, but they had flan, which I love a good flan. And I mean, they've been married ever since. Nothing is perfect, but definitely they're making it work. So congrats to the couple of so many years. All right, so let me stop rambling, girl. A couple of things I have to talk to you about here. SPF 28. Now, SPF 28 really doesn't do anything. I would advise you to apply your 50 or 40 on top or underneath of this product. This is only gonna help, benefit your skin. In reality, I feel like the best way that you could use this is if, let's say, you're working from home, you're not gonna go out, you're going in front of your computer, TV, phone, etc. This would do a really wonderful job. But if you're going outside where you're exposed to different rays of light and boom, 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 definitely accompany it with your SPF. It's just gonna make everything so much better. It doesn't have a scent whatsoever. Let me touch it. Oh my God, I'm kind of like excited and nervous. It's very creamy on first impressions. I'm trying to mix it. I mean, I think this will work. They don't have the biggest shade selection. They only have 8 shades, which is not cute. Olay Girl and Covergirl. Well, I mean, it's not Olay's fault. It's just the lotion and the skincare in here. But Covergirl, are you covered? I don't know. I'm just gonna apply a little bit here. Ooh, girl, I think this is gonna be light AF. I mean, maybe not, I don't know. But it feels fresh on the skin. As soon as I put it, it felt fresh. Okay. So product size is 12 grams, 0.4 ounces. And again, it comes in 11 shades, not 8. Did I say 8? I don't know. But it comes in 11 shades. So again, not too much. I don't think that's enough. So girl, Covergirl, I don't know if you're covering me. You know what I'm saying? And to be quite honest with you, this looks very beigey, very light. I'm kind of nervous. Is this gonna work? I don't know. But again, it does feel really fresh. I'm just gonna go in with my sponge and just really work with it. Nice concept. Oh, girl, look at this. Nice concept is that the swirl is gonna be all throughout the entire product. So you're gonna be having that good mixture between skincare. Oh, girl, it does feel really good on the skin. Baby, but this shade is terrible. Ah! I'm screaming, look at this. No. Okay, well, it's okay. The reason why it's okay, because I'm gonna be pairing it up with the Infallible. That's gonna bring a little bit of color into my skin, but right now, I'm feeling like Edward, the vampire from Twilight's Bride or something. Bella, girl, just move over, okay? So, yeah, this is feeling really fresh, I will say that. Color is horrendous, I'm not going to lie. I feel like if you're very fair or very beige type of tone, I am screaming inside. Look at this. It's so pale. Ah! Okay, let me reel it back. I have faith that this is gonna work because we're gonna go in with the infallible. I can't get over though how fresh it feels on the skin. Like I actually have never really tried anything myself from CoverGirl. First impressions really good, shade sucks, but first impressions, I definitely feel like this is very fresh on the skin. Like I've never had something feel this just fresh. Now it is sitting a little bit on top of the skin-a-rooney. It's not blending, you know, smoothing out. One of its claims is that it smooths out, and you can see here, texture is very enhanced. You can see my little frown line that I despise. In my forehead, you know, she's not diminished. They're claiming she should be diminished, but I mean, I don't know how I feel about this right here, right now. All right, so we're doing 2 layers because why not? You know, I always do 2 layers, but on first impressions, like this is just not it, like shade-wise. And I expected this just to be a lot smoother. I expected this to be fresh and smooth, but I mean, it's just not. Like, look at this line right here, especially when I'm dehydrated. Hello, that's the case right now. This line, she's like, she likes to pop in and say hi. She's uninvited and unwelcomed, but girl, she's here. So she's very visible right now. I don't know about this. TikTok, are you doing me wrong? What's good? All right. I think I almost, okay, I have to do a second layer. I have to. It's the rules in this channel. Let's go back in. It doesn't smell like anything. Again, it's just very fresh. Girl, look at this. It's so light. So for you guys reference wise, if you're like, why are you freaking out? It's not that light compared to like you. But as you can see here, I'm a neutral. I mean, there's some makeup here, but as you can see here, I'm a neutral with like a warmth. And I love my warmth. You know what I'm saying? Like, I personally prefer more the warm foundations, just the tan, the bronze. Like, that's just my vibe. I personally dislike anything that makes me just look more pale and like not the vibe. And I feel like this is very much so doing that. However, I will say, looking at it from afar, it's very luminous, very beautiful from afar. But when you're coming up close, girl, look at that texture. She's like, hello. And we don't want her to say hello. We want her to be like, you say hello and I say goodbye. All right. So next coat is on. You know, it's funny because my grandmother, she used to wear CoverGirl. And I will say that I can kind of see the finish my grandmother would have with CoverGirl. I will say this though, coverage is actually pretty good. I think it covered really well. So I think if you have fair skin, which sounds ridiculous for me to recommend this just to fair skin, but unfortunately they're only catering to fair skin. There's no medium deep to deep complexions available in this selection, which again is just at this point in time, girl, you need to catch up like right away. And I think if you're someone that's looking to have something radiant, fresh, and you're just fair skin, this is it right here. Like, that's kind of like the vibe. I, again, feel like coverage is really, really lovely, but we need to put some color in my skin, honey, because mama's looking a little crazy. I mean, this isn't that bad. It's just so light. I'm just not used to seeing my skin this pale. I'm not used to it. I'm not happy with it. But actually, before we go in with the infallible, I want to let this set in for a second. I want to read you really quick what they have on the website. Like I said, they have the several options. They have 11. And the shade that I have here is 235 medium light, which is what normally I would be in a regular foundation. I'm typically a medium light to neutral. That's kind of like the vibe. But again, I choose more of a warmth to the skin because I like to match it more to my neck. So it says here, The benefits are younger looking skin. I can see where you can have a visual of younger looking skin because it looks radiant and it covers lovely. A lot of aging folk, especially that haven't taken care of their skin, they'll have sunspots, and of course their skin is a little bit more dull, things like so. So I think that's where you can see that kind of refreshing, youthful appearance to your skin. It says here, it diminishes the look of fine lines and wrinkles. That's not true, but it does contain hyaluronic acid, which is very hydrating. Again, I can see that glow. I'm kind of curious to know, and I'm gonna look into the ingredients really quick, but it also contains vitamin C for healthier looking skin, and of course has a SPF, so it's gonna be lovely for protection of your skin. But again, like I said, it's just not going to protect you as maybe you are wishing to be protected. I'm just saying. It is cruelty free, which is very nice, and let's see here. It says here, you know, boom, boom, boom. You can pair it up with their primer. That's, you know, that's cool if you want to. It does have a lot of lovely reviews. I'm trying to see if they have ingredients. They don't have ingredients in here. Do they have ingredients in the back? They don't. That's suspicious right here, right now. Let's see. I was just wanting to see if this luminosity was from the hyaluronic acid or if this luminosity was a pearl that they had infused in the formula, because sometimes it happens, girls. Sometimes it happens. I mean, it's settling lovely. I'm just not the biggest fan of the shade, and I'm not the biggest fan of the fact that this is just very texture and line enhancing. And I'm not surprised, I'll tell you why. Because a lot of luminous products, and that's why I wanted to see if they had a pearl in here to make that luminosity. Because, I mean, let's not mistaken, this luminosity is just gorgeous. It's very healthy, very youthful, just very juicy and plump. But it's just very texture enhancing. So again, I feel that, and very fine line enhancing, I feel like that could have been a possibility. But again, I couldn't find anything in here that gave me that information. So let's move on and let's go into Miss Infallible. Now the shade that I have here, this is going to be 245 Radiant Honey. And Infallible actually has 16 shades, and something that I was really obsessed with is that they were super inclusive, not only with the shade range, but also with their model selection. I love to see gentlemen being represented in the makeup industry because clearly we're here and we want to be seen and heard. So I was really excited to try it. I'm sorry to tell you that mine looks a little weird. I sprayed a little bit of alcohol on there just because I was a little crazy, but it still works just fine. It just looks a little suspicious. And then you have a mirror here and then the sponge in the back. Again, just deliver the Grammy or the Oscar, whatever you want to do. You can do both. Just not my vibe. But I love the packaging, I will say that. And this one is 0.31 ounces and 9 grams, or 0.9 grams. This one though is $14.99. I don't believe I mentioned the price of the Olay. Let's see here. They don't have the price online either. I forgot how much I paid for it. Girl, how much is this? Buying options. Okay, $12.18. That's how much it, hold up. Oh, they have different prices. Okay, so I paid $12.19 because I bought it at Target. But as you can see here, there are different prices. So definitely one of the positive things about drugstore is that there's sales and just different prices. Just unfortunately, it's a little bit hard to get your perfect match. Again, I don't think this looks bad. I just don't love the shade. So there you go, $12.19. That's what I paid for it. This one is $14.99. Again, 16 shades. I'm trying to open this for the life of me, and it's opening the wrong one. There we go. Let's go with the same sponge. Oh my gosh. So typically what I like to do with these type of products is I like to set my skin intentionally. I typically go with something a little bit warmer because I like to kind of create a very, very natural contour. Usually I would say this type of shade would be my concealer shade, or maybe around that. So I'm kind of like trying to see if this will work to kind of create a concealing moment. I want to also see how this is building on top of. I mean, it's not looking bad. It could have looked better, but it's not looking bad. I definitely see there's a little bit of progress within the tone just becoming a little bit more richer. Let's see if Infallible saves the day, girl. I will say though, I mean, looking at the camera, my skin just looks very radiant, very hydrated, but I think that's as much as it does for your skin. I don't think that it helps with anything else. And if anything, I feel like this radiance allows the fine lines, texture to be a little bit more prominent. And I don't think I've seen anybody speak upon the product like so, and that's extremely important because sure, some people like me are following a trend for information purposes, for fun, things like that, but some people are looking for good and quality products. And I definitely think that, again, if you're a very dry and you don't mind that this is going to enhance the texture of your combination dry, this might work for you, and especially if you're a light-skinned individual, this will work for you as well. It could work for someone who has a little bit of more of medium skin, but it's just gonna be very uphill to find that because like I said, they only have 11 shades and you really can't stretch that. However, with the Infallible, I do think you can stretch. I think it works really, really well. But I'm excited to see if this is gonna work. I mean, it's looking good so far. What do you guys think? Leave a comment down below. If you hate it, leave it in the comment. If you love it, leave it in the comment. And girl, subscribe to the channel. It's a thing! All right, I'm going crazy here. But I mean, I just don't like the texture. And it looks very spackly. In person, it just looks very like heavy and spackly. And I have used this guy before, and I don't think this guy enhances too much of the weight of the foundation. I definitely think it's gonna be more of the Covergirl. So I don't think Covergirl's got me covered, honey. But let's continue on and let's see if at the end of this video I feel covered by Covergirl. Okay, so I don't think that they're not working well together. I definitely think that the Infallible is working really well on top of Miss Olay Covergirl. However, I also feel sticky. So Infallible is not setting completely. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to finish my face off camera so I can give you the final thoughts. And we'll do a little wear test. Let's see how this works. And girl, again, if you haven't subscribed to the channel, mama's waiting. I will be right back. All right, you guys, I've had this on for a little bit here, and I've got my thoughts on both of the products. I think overall they work really, really well. I absolutely love the Infallible. Chef's kiss for you, honey. However, for the Covergirl plus Olay, I love how it wears. I like what it's doing, and I really do enjoy. She's having a moment back there, girl. Hi.
You know, I'm always doing the lipsticks on my videos. Why not?
It's not my intention. I'm focused.
Sure.
Girl, a little bit of fun here. So I will say, I definitely think if you're more of a cool to like a neutral cool person, I think you'll really enjoy these. I think they look well. However,
it's not the vibe.
it's just too pink. It's too light. The selection is just too light.
Was the consistency dry to your skin?
No, it was really fresh. It was really nice. I really
how long
liked
did you
it.
wear it?
I don't even have my phone. What time is it?
Oh, okay.
It's 12:55 now, and we started recording this at 6:03. So I want to say a good part-time shift.
How does the product sit onto your skin after that foundation?
Well, I mean, I will say it plays nicely with other products. I think it works really well.
You think so?
Yeah, I do. I don't think it moved or anything. I think the powder worked well.
I'm just asking. I'm not like doubting you.
But I will say though, again, it enhances texture horrendously. I definitely think it's also going to enhance fine lines and things like so. I mean, it looks radiant, but to be quite honest with you, it's just not good enough for that. So my best piece of advice is this is good. It's just not for everybody, especially if you're more neutral, warm to warm tones. And also if you're deeper skin tone, medium to deep skin tone. I'm so sorry, but
Like the collection that they had
CoverGirl,
at Target, it wasn't that extended. It was like
they
really
only
big.
have 11 shades.
Yeah.
They only have 11 shades, so it's not inclusive, unfortunately. But it does feel good on the skin. So for whoever thinks that they can work and wear this, I think it's an okay product. And again, for $12, it's not too bad. Overall, I had a really great experience with these guys. I had hoped that this would have been at least more neutral, warm, or at least like straight up neutral. But girl, I was able to save it. But in person, looking at myself, I feel like I look ashy. I'm not living for my makeup. It's just not the cutest. So that's that. And girl, if you haven't subscribed to the channel, please subscribe to the channel so you don't miss any of the craziness. Hit the little thumbs up so we know you know. And also the little bell notification so you don't miss any of the craziness. And honey, binge watch. It's a thing. I will catch you on the next one. Bye.